So, break even analysis, we are going to work out our profits. As I said, this is super, super, super important. If you're not making enough money, you are really not making money and not being successful or profitable. So let me show you what I mean by that. I have created this little spreadsheet here and cobbled together from everything else. And I love spreadsheets and I love working stuff out. So as you can see, all these yellow parts here are amounts that you can fill in, and this will be in there will be a link so you can actually come here and make a copy and use it yourself. Okay, so these are all your costs that you have, and obviously here is where you whatever is yellow, that's where you add your costs in. So you have storage, you have insurance. My accountant cost me $600 a year, so that's per month. That's your fixed costs per month, okay? And then my hosting is $14. Actually, I have $14. I have 28. I've got 2 domains. Okay, so you got to collect. You got to think about whatever you are paying on a month. My online software, obviously, Shopify is $30.48. Don't forget the cents, and your banking costs and your ink and all this stuff. So look at what your costs are and put them here, and then if you pay yearly, then I would put them in here, right? And this calculates it. So if you have something else that is yearly, then you would just do that, pop it in there, say what it is. Oh, hang on a sec, that is not working. All right, no, you can't do that. That's what I normally do. Okay, let me take this out. Eep, eep, eep. Okay, take that out, take that out, and this is D3 divided. Where is D3? D3. Ah, here. It's obviously white. 12. Okay, so white. So D3. So if you copy and paste it, you have to add it to this. This is what it's divided by the year. Okay, 12 months in the year. Okay, anyway, so domains, I've got domains in here again. Hosting, weblog, I don't know, it depends on, you just put your own costs in here. Okay, then we come over to variable costs. Variable costs are whatever you are spending on your product. So each product is different. Okay, so if you're buying a product, wholesale product, say for instance $1.15, your commissions, okay, so you're paying 12% for your commission. Say then that's your commission on your complete product. Remember, they're selling the complete product. They get 14% of their product. So for instance, your affiliate could be your marketplace, which is Amazon. Amazon charges you 18%. So you got to work that into your costs. Say for instance 18%, or whatever that 15%, whatever they charge you. So this is going to cost you $6.30, and that's over the complete price of your product. Actually, a little bit more. Packaging. How much is your packaging cost that you actually use per product? So you got to work that out. Marketing materials. Do you put a card in? Do you put a bigger card in? What else do you put into your product? Stickies and everything. Merchant costs. So your merchant costs are 2.9 on your first level on Shopify, and 30 cents. I don't think they charge per transaction fee, but you know what? It just, if it doesn't, then take that out. Otherwise, leave it in. Is $1.32. And then if you're giving free delivery, then you've got to put in your costs of your shipping as well, right? So let me see. Say, okay, so per product, if I'm sending out this product, it's going to cost me $7. Say it's going to cost me $4.84, right? So you've got to work that in. If it's free delivery, shipping, obviously, if you're doing drop shipping, how much is that costing you? Labor. If you have somebody working on your products, how much is that costing you? So then we come, and then obviously you have the totals here and the totals here, so that's all worked out. Anything that's in white you don't change, okay? So you have your fixed costs from the bottom here to the top. You have your variable costs. Now here, this is the exciting part. So you have a product that costs, okay, so wholesale costs you impossibly, say $7.15, okay, wholesale. And now you want to sell it for $35. You make $14. So how this is worked out, so this is your variable cost, obviously. You see your variable cost of your product. That's your contributed margin. So this is your profit that you make with your variable cost. I'm not calculating any of the fixed costs into this, okay? This is your profit without your monthly fixed cost. But on your break-even units is how many units you have to sell to break even, okay? So you have to sell 29 units to cover all your costs, right? 29 units, okay? So that's your fixed cost on a monthly basis. So if you are only selling this one product, then you have to sell 29 units to cover your costs, to cover this cost, cover this cost. So this is how you work out what your real, how much you're really going to make. Because if you don't know how much you're really going to make, then all these costs that you have here, right, you're just going to ignore, and you're going to carry the costs, and you're not going to know if you're not really making a profit. I've had customers that come to me and said, you know what, my accountant said I've only made 20,000 this year, and we've made $500,000, say for instance. And that can happen, people. That can happen. So if you are not looking at your fixed costs on a monthly basis and making sure that you know how many units you have to sell that month to actually cover your fixed and your variable costs, then you're not going to make a profit. This is it sounds dire, right? It sounds dire, but I will put this into your just the link, so you can actually get it from my Google Drive, and then you can play around with it, copy it, because you'll only be able to copy the whole thing. And let me show you how to copy it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in here and you're going to say make a copy, okay? And then you can name it whatever you want to, and it's going to save it on your Google Drive, okay? So hopefully you have a Google Drive. If you don't, I will also add a spreadsheet for you. I can add a spreadsheet as well, because I have them in a spreadsheet. I love working with Google Drive because it's just so easy, and it's saved everywhere, and I can share it with everybody. So I'll save those to the descriptions, so then you know how much money you're going to make and what you need to sell to be able to make enough money to actually pay your rent, right? To actually pay your rent. So, and I'm not talking about insurance, health insurance and anything. So if you're a homeowner, if you're working from home and you're the only person that's covering your cost, you have to really think about it as well, because if you're going to start making money from your products, you got to cover your rent and your health insurance and all this stuff. I know it's depressing, but that's why we start our businesses, so we can step away from working for somebody else and make money for ourselves. But this is what you have to think about, okay? This is what you have to think about. So that's only a 10-minute video. And so, as I said, this is very, very fast. I really create these videos so that you can come back to it and actually go back and look at it, and don't have to wade through all other information to get to this information. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll make another video to explain more, and I know that you will. Normally it's Tiffany that smacks me around and says, I don't understand. You need to explain more. So please, if I need to explain more on how to use this break-even analysis template, let me know and I will definitely help you, okay? So thank you very much for listening again, and we are going to be doing video 20. We're nearly done. Bye.